Sorry about that. My OBS decided to crash on me while I was gone, so I am back, and the wizard still has not yet returned. But he will soon. So yeah, guess while I'm waiting for him to pop up again, I'll just say that I'm enjoying this King's Quest so far. Yeah, I'm the stalking wizard is legitimately kind of creeping me out. Still kind of freaking me out. I'm sure that part of it is just nostalgia, but yeah, I'm definitely much more invested in just the story this time around. I think the atmosphere is suitably dark and kind of spooky. Um, I guess there are some three bears living in the house down in the land below. So there's a little bit of a callback to the old kind of whimsical fairy tale days. But other than that, yeah, it's a much darker tone. Being imprisoned by this wizard who kind of keeps you as a slave and doesn't allow you any freedom. Um, I think if you disobey the wizard, but don't disobey him badly enough that he kills you, he'll actually do some things to kind of punish you. And I think there are things like doing like forced sit-ups and forced push-ups and things like that. But legitimately like kind of creepy. This wizard, sort of lording it over this young boy and terrorizing him and forcing him to do his bidding. Which makes it really. Oh, here he is. I have returned, Gwydion, and I am ready to eat. What happened to my sound? I definitely didn't hear him. Didn't hear him when he popped back. Oh, here we go. So hopefully from here on out, you all will hear something too. Um, there we go. Bananan is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he drums his gnarled fingers on the table. You'd better feed him quickly, or dire circumstances or consequences may result. Give mutton to Mananan. What's a Mananan? Okay. Give mutton to wizard. You place the food on the dining table before the hungry wizard. Ravenously, he devours every bit of it. I'll stand here and watch you eat. It's obvious the wizard enjoyed his meal as he lets out a satisfied belch. He rises and leaves without so much as a thank you. Okay, so yeah, now we play the waiting game again. I don't think there's that much we can do until Ananan decides that he wants to leave again. But maybe I can catch him up in his viewing room or something. That might be fun. Something might happen where I die, anytime. So I might as well save this as like the waiting game or something. Okay. Where are you, wizard? Will you not come back? Come back to me, old wizard. Old friend. Oh, you're not up here. How would I just make this a little bigger for you guys? Why not? I'll just go ahead and do some chores now. So I can empty his chamber pot. What's a chamber pot? That's a chamber pot. Empty chamber pot. Wrinkling your nose in disgust, you throw the smelly contents of the chamber pot out the open window. What a way to make a living. I can feed the chickens. I'll go and do that. I'll go feed the chickens. Open gate. Feed chickens. You can't reach it from here. Oh, I guess I need to be outside. Open gate. Feed chickens. Nice. All right, chickens. How's that? How's that for you? Open door. Let's clean the kitchen. Because why not? Might as well keep the boss happy, right? Since we're going to be turning him into a cat pretty soon here. Clean kitchen. Keeping things nice and tidy for the old guy. I should dust his study. But I'm going to save before I do, because sometimes he gets mad when you go in his study. Dust. Dust study. I'm going to bed, Gwydion. Do not disturb me. Alright, nap time. Let's turn you into a cat, friend. Okay. Take inventory. Get all my possessions here. Time to save. Head back down to the study. Yeah, looking at how much progress I've made so far, it's looking like this one might have to be a two-parter. As much as I'd love to finish it tonight, I'd like to be off of here before midnight. Open cabinet. All right, got your wand. Move book. Pull lever. Time to make some magic. Take mandrake root powder. Remove the jar labeled mandrake root powder from the laboratory shelf and carry it with you. Okay, let me make sure that I have my manual out so that I have my recipe. Transforming another into a cat. And I'll go ahead and start doing that. I can save this over. Oh. Cat, take 2. All right. So turn to page 25. All right. Put the mandrake, or I don't use the. Put mandrake root powder in bowl. Put cat hair in bowl. Put 2 spoons of fish oil in bowl. Stir mixture with spoon. Put dough on table. Pat dough into cookie. Okay. Time to recite the spell. Mandrake root and hair of cat. Mix oil of fish and give a pat. A feline from the one who eats. This appetizing magic treat. Wave magic wand. You wave the magic wand over the cookie, then take it from the table and carry it with you. All right. Successfully completing the spell, you again look at the wizard's laboratory. What wizard says that music is pretty annoying? Yeah, I guess it is a little. Do you want me to turn it down? Because I can do that. Okay. Let's see. I think I can get some more. I can probably make some more recipes while I'm down here. But let me save it so that if Mananan comes back down while I'm doing spells, I can at least restore this one and go back up with my cat stuff. Okay, so I can get some more ingredients from the shelf that I need for other spells. I can take saffron, and I can take nightshade juice. You remove the jar of nightshade juice. I can take fishbone powder. I can take toad spittle. And I can take toadstool powder. Okay, so let's make some more spells here. So I have the acorns, the nightshade juice, and an empty pouch. Or wait. Okay. Let's look at understanding the language of creatures, what I need for that. Feather, check. Tuft of fur from any animal, check. Dried reptile skin, check. Powdered fishbone, check. Dew, check. Okay, so I can do that spell. So let's do that. Let's save this as creature language. So turn to page 2. With trembling hands, you turn the pages of the Sorcery of Old and prepare to follow its instructions precisely. Put a small feather in bowl. You place the soft, downy chicken feather in your clay mixing bowl. Put fur in bowl. You put the tuft of dog hair in the clay bowl. Put reptile skin in bowl. You put the dried snake skin in the clay bowl. Add spoonful of powdered fishbone. You pour a spoonful of fishbone powder into the clay bowl. Put thimbleful of dew in bowl. You pour the thimbleful of dew into the clay bowl. Mix with hands. You knead the ingredients in the clay bowl with your hands. It turns into a stiff, dough-like substance. Separate mixture into 2 pieces. You grasp the doughy mixture in the bowl and divide it into 2 pieces. Put dough pieces into ears. You very gently place the 2 pieces of dough in your ears and pull your hair down over them. You prepare to recite the magical incantation. So, feather of fowl and bone of fish, molded together in this dish. Give me wisdom to understand creatures of air, sea, and land. And I'm going to wave the magic wand. You wave the magic wand over your dough-filled ears. Successfully completing the spell, you again look at the wizard's laboratory. Alright, let's do another one. We got creature language. So we can now understand the language of animals. So that'll be cool, I guess. Flying like an eagle. What do we need for that? Tail feather from any eagle, check. Fly wings, check. Saffron, check. Rose petal essence, check. Rose petal essence. Oh yeah, I do have it. Rose essence. Magic wand. Okay, I can do this one too. So turn to page 4. Can't reach the book from here. I got it. Turn to page 4. Okay. Put pinch of saffron in essence. You carefully sprinkle the precious saffron into the vial of rose petal essence. All right. O winged spirits, set me free of earthly bindings, just like thee. In this essence, behold the might to grant the precious gift of flight. Wave magic wand. Wave the magic wand over the vial of rose petal essence. Successfully completing the spell, you again look at the wizard's laboratory. Alright. Got that one. What next? Or no, that's the wrong thing. I want, oh no, that is the right one. No. It isn't. I want flying like an eagle. So flying will be my saved game. Next one. Teleportation. I need salt grains, check. Dried mistletoe, check. Smooth rounded stone of unusual color. I don't think I have a stone, do I? Corns, dough, fruit, purse, cactus large, nightshade. No, I don't. So I'll move on to causing a deep sleep. Do I have the ones for that? Acorns, yep. Nightshade juice, yep. Or wait. Yeah, nightshade juice, yep. Magic wand, empty pouch. Okay, I have everything for that, so I'll go ahead and cause a deep sleep. Sleep. So this is on page 14. Turn to page 14. Shoot. Turn to page 14. With trembling hands, you turn the pages of the Sorcery of Old and prepare to follow its instructions precisely. All right. Grind acorns in mortar. Putting the dried acorns into the stone mortar, you use the pestle to grind them into a rough acorn powder. Put acorn powder in bowl. Turning the heavy stone mortar upside down, you carefully pour the acorn powder into the bowl, then return the mortar to the table. Put nightshade juice in bowl. You very carefully pour a cupful of nightshade juice into the clay bowl so as to not spill a single drop. There is now an ugly brown mealy liquid mixture in the bowl. Stir mixture with spoon. You gently stir the unappetizing liquid. Light charcoal brazier. Making sure there is fresh charcoal in the brazier, there is a small supply here. You light it with the flint. Soon the brazier is hot. Heat mixture on brazier. You gingerly place the clay bowl of ugly brown liquid on the charcoal brazier. So now, soon the hot brazier brings the mixture to a bubble, then a boil, releasing a bitter-smelling steam. You let it boil until the nightshade juice is nearly gone, then remove it from the brazier. Alright, so spread mixture on table. Spread mixture on table. You pour the bowl's contents onto the oaken table, then spread the hot, sticky mixture over the tabletop. In a few minutes, it has dried to a very crumbly, coarse, sleeping powder. Alright. Time to recite. Acorn powder, ground so fine. Nightshade juice, like bitter wine. Silently in darkness, you creep to bring a soporific sleep. Wave magic wand. Pass the magic wand over the table. Put sleep powder in pouch. You untie the small leather pouch, scoop the powder from the table, and place it within. You now have a pouch full of sleep powder. Okay. Almost done with our spells here. Next up, we have Brewing a Storm. Okay. So, save that under, I think that's sleep, right? Yeah, sleep. So now we're going to do Storm. Do we have the ingredients for Storm? Ocean water, check. Mud, check. Toadstool powder, check. And jar, an empty jar. Do we have the empty jar? Dough, fruit, purse. Alright, I'm out. Catch you later. Alright, see ya, What Wizard. Enjoy your evening. Oh, yeah, I have an empty jar. Cool. Alright. So, turn to page, what is this? 84. Put cup of ocean water in bowl. Light charcoal brazier. Heat bowl on brazier. Being cautious not to burn yourself, you gently place the hot bowl of ocean water on the hot charcoal brazier. You watch as the salt water slowly warms, then begins to steam. Before you remove it just before it boils. Okay. Put spoon of mud in bowl. Adding a spoonful of mud to the hot ocean water, you slowly stir the mixture. The mud turns the water a cloudy brown. Add pinch of toadstool powder. You put just a pinch of toadstool powder in the bowl of hot brown liquid. Blow into hot brew. Leaning over the hot brew, you forcefully blow your longest breath of air into the bowl, whirling the brew around and around. So now we recite the verse. Elements from earth and sea. Oops. Shoot. I made a mistake. There's no silver lining in this cloud, Gwydion. Alright, let's try that again. Turn to page 84. So put cup of ocean water in bowl. Light charcoal. Heat bowl on brazier. Put spoon of mud in bowl. Add pinch of toadstool powder. Shoot. Oh, it's not gonna kill me. Okay. Add pinch of toadstool powder. Blow into hot brew. Okay. Once again, elements from the earth and sea combine to set the heavens free. When I stir this magic brew, great God Thor, I call on you. Thor? I didn't think he controlled the weather, does he? Wave magic wand. You wave the magic wand over the bowl of hot brown liquid. Pour storm brew into jar. Alright, I've completed that one. Time to save that as storm. Storm. Alright, we're almost done with these guys. I know it's long. So, becoming invisible. We got everything for that, I think. So we should have lard. Yeah, I bought that at the store. Cactus, I got that from the desert. And toad spittle, got that from the shelf. Okay. And yeah, this will be the last one that we do for now. So, turn to page 169. Shoot. Turn to page 169. All right. Cut cactus with knife. Measure spoon of cactus juice. What's a measure? I guess put spoon of cactus juice in bowl, maybe. Put spoon of cactus juice in bowl. Carefully add a spoonful of cactus juice to the bowl. All right. Turn to page 169. All right, I'll get it this time. Cut cactus with knife. Put cactus juice in spoon. It won't let me measure. Turn to page... Maybe I misspelled measure. Let's try this again. Cut cactus with knife. Just begins to drip. Measure spoon of cactus juice. What's a measure? Let's see. Let me try it. Let's try doing this. Turn to page CLX. Okay. So cut cactus with knife. Put cactus juice in bowl. Yeah, this will put cactus juice to the bowl. No, that was the wrong way to do it. Dang. Okay. So, this is confusing. I need to cut the cactus with a knife, measure spoon of cactus juice, but it won't let me... It won't let me measure. I'm trying to do it based on the directions, but it's not letting me. Turn to page 159. Cut cactus with knife. Get spoon of cactus juice. How's that? No, come on. So, I mean, I'm just gonna see if I'm doing this the right way. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to squeeze cactus juice on the spoon. Which makes sense on the one hand, but on the other hand, it would have been kind of nice if they had written it that way in the manual, if that's what you're supposed to do. But no worries. That's why we have the internet. So turn to page 159. Cut cactus with knife. Squeeze juice into spoon. Oh, this doesn't like that. Oh. So maybe... Wait a minute. Alright, I'll get it this time. I'll get it this time. Alright. Turn to page... yeah. All right. I'm looking at technical problems. Spell corrections. This is on SierraPlanet.com. In becoming invisible, step 2 may incorrectly say measure a spoon of cactus juice. It should be squeeze cactus juice on the spoon. Okay. So the directions are squeeze cactus juice on spoon. Yes, grabbing one of the measuring spoons from the oaken table. You grasp the slit cactus in your hand and squeeze it until you have a spoonful of cactus juice. The small cactus is quite devoid of liquid now, so you toss it away. All right. Put cactus juice in bowl. Carefully add a spoonful of cactus juice to the bowl. Put lard in bowl. You scrape the lard into the mixing bowl and keep the now empty jar nearby to store your finished formula. Add 2 drops of toad spittle. You cautiously pour the 2 drops of toad spittle into the bowl. Stir mixture with spoon. Using one of the stirrers lying on the table, you mix the lard, cactus juice, and toad spittle until it is smooth and blended. Alright, time to recite the verse. Cactus plant and horny toad. Cactus plant and horny toad. I now start down a dangerous road. Combine with fire and mist to make me disappear without a trace. Wave magic wand. Put ointment in jar. Alright. I have made the magic, so let's save this as invisible, and let's GTFO. Just hope to God the wizard does not wake up. Alright, time to get out. Let's go. What do you think? It's like 15 minutes of napping? I think he left at like 5 past or something. So we might have like 5 more minutes. Hopefully. Alright. Pull lever. Push book. Open cabinet. Alright. Let's head back to our bedroom and shove our shit under the bed so that the wizard does not turn me into some kind of pile of dust. Right. Before we do that, I think I need to put the cookie in the porridge. So put cookie in porridge. Porridge conceals the crumbled cookie. It still looks as appetizing as ever. Great. All right. Put inventory under bed. You get on your hands and knees and quickly shove all your possessions under the bed. They will be safe from the wizard's sharp eyes there. All right. But I want to take the porridge. So take porridge. Dropping to your knees, you reach under the bed and retrieve it. Okay. Great. So, taking care of Master. Look back to doing some chores. Clean the kitchen. Feed the chickens. Clean kitchen. All right, so I'm pretty excited here. I'm almost ready to turn Mananan into a cat. He is nasty bit of business, so it'll be nice for him to not have him watching my every move. Not a big fan of the guy, if I'm being totally honest. Don't tell him I said that, though. So I'm going to head out, feed the chickens, kill some more time until Mananan wakes up. It's also nice to be done with most of those spells. I think I have one more after I get a stone. I need a stone to do the last spell, but yeah. I mean, it's fun enough doing the magic. It gets a little tiresome just because of the... Oh, you ever hear one of the hens speaking to the other? Whatever happened to your last batch of chicks, my dear? Nice, so I can talk to animals now. Answers the other, my poor babies were doing so well. I was just teaching them the proper methods of scratching when that old rascal came out and took them away. Where do you think he took them? Wondered the first hen. I hate to think, the distraught mother hen replies. I just heard them peeping as they were carried off. That's sad. All right, feed chickens. Door. Let's go ahead and dust the study. Save my game just in case Mananan gets mad. Dust study. Cool. Can I go into his room while he's asleep and empty his chamber pot for him? Give it a try. Look at painting. Look at wall. There are 2 candles attached to the wall to light your way up the dim staircase. Ah. Kind of want to look at that, see what he has to say about that picture of Manannan, but whatever. Not too important. All right. Empty chamber pot. Wrinkling your nose in disgust, you throw the smelly contents of the chamber pot out the open window. What a way to make a living. Okay. Nothing to do now but play the waiting game, I guess. So yeah, as much as I was hoping to finish this game tonight, it is it's a bit longer than the other installments, or the last two installments, so I'm not going to be able to finish it tonight. But I will stop as soon as I turn Manannan into a cat. And once that bit of business is done, I will wrap things up and continue tomorrow with the second part of this game. Let's see, tomorrow's Thursday. So I'll continue tomorrow with the second part of this game, and if we have time, I will also start King's Quest IV, the Perils of Rosella. My goal was to finish all 4 games this week. That might not happen. I might need to wrap things up on Monday next week, but I guess since I'm waiting here, I might as well talk about, I guess, so I'm going to play, my plan right now is to play adventure games from, like, through the decades, like adventure games through the ages. So I'll start by playing adventure games from the 1980s, and, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna play all the King's Quest games from the 1980s, so that would be King's Quests 1 through 4. So I'll start there, and that'll be happening, obviously that's been happening this week. And if you missed any of those previous episodes, you can go to my YouTube page and see the rest of those. Additionally, I'm going to be playing other adventure games from the 80s, including the LucasArts adventure games from the 1980s. And those are, I'm probably going to end up missing a few, but those would include stuff like Maniac Mansion and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and the adventure game based on the movie Labyrinth. So yeah, there'll be a few of those that I play. I think there's some other stuff from Sierra that I might do, like the first couple of Police Quest games and some of the, let's see, Space Quest. I think Space Quest maybe 1 and 2 would fall under that category as well. So yeah, for the rest of the month of February, I guess, I'll be playing 80s adventure games. Starting with King's Quest, and then going into LucasArts, and then doing some other little odds and ends here and there for the rest of the month. At minimum, I'd like to play the King's Quest games and the LucasArts games. And by March, I'm hoping to start a series of 90s adventure games. That's going to be a little while longer because there were a lot of notable adventure games during the 1990s. A lot of people consider the 90s to be the golden age of adventure games. So I'm gonna be doing, you know, a lot of the standard stuff. I'll do the next 3 King's Quest games after the 4th one, and I'll play the LucasArts games, like the first 3 Monkey Island games, and I'll play Sam & Max and Full Throttle and Day of the Tentacle, Grim Fandango, all of those. The Dig, I'll probably do the Dig, even though it's not, I've never played it before, but I've heard it's one of the weaker LucasArts games. But I'm excited to try it out for myself and see what I think. Yeah, I have a list, bunch of others that I'll get to, so I'll be announcing those as time goes on, for sure. Um, yeah, so I'm pretty excited about all that. There's a lot of really good stuff coming up, especially in the '90s. I mean, they were doing some really cool stuff in the '80s too. I mean, this game, I really like this game. It's probably my favorite of the series so far. I think honestly, this one's quite good. It's not very accessible for a lot of reasons. Like you definitely need to have the manual to do it. It's a lot of typing. If you're not into typing a lot of things out, it can get kind of frustrating. You make one mistake and it boots you out, it zaps you. The wizard comes and zaps you. It's tough that it's timed. Sierra definitely counted on people playing this thing again and again and again until they got it. So yeah, I'm sure that as people kind of figured out what they needed to do and figured out the lengths of time that the wizard was away, um, they yeah, I'm kind of guessing that the way that people probably played this game back in the day is they would have to do a lot of wandering around and puzzle solving. They'd have to kind of write down their process of doing things and then go back to the beginning and play the whole thing and do all the stuff they needed to do as efficiently as possible. There's no way that anyone could just play this game from beginning to end organically without having any foreknowledge of what to do, because it's pretty relentless in terms of the amount of time it gives you to complete the tasks before the wizard comes back. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the mechanic of sneaking around and needing to collect things and shove them under your bed. I think it really, I think it especially resonated with me as a kid because kids are always getting into mischief and kind of having that feeling of an authority figure watching over you is something that I think kids can relate to, and is genuinely unsettling when it happens. So yeah, I still really connect with that. And this game, I still consider this game to be very tense, especially this first part with the wizard, which I'll soon be finishing up here. But yeah, I think I think I think probably the big difference between how I play games now and how I played them back then is when I was a kid, I was never really concerned about beating the game. I mean, I wanted to beat the game, like that was my goal, but I never really expected to, I guess. So for me, like I had so much fun playing this and just kind of like being in this really oppressive atmosphere with this wizard watching over me, and just trying my best to stay alive, trying my best to figure out how to do stuff with this wizard on my back all the time. And for me, that was the whole game. The whole game was just kind of like this um, rebellion, sort of undermining authority sort of simulator. It wasn't really so much about a story with a beginning, middle, and end. It was more just kind of a feeling, that feeling being that feeling of being watched, that feeling of being punished, um, and being controlled. So yeah, it was. I mean, that's not a fun feeling, but this game, I think, captures it really well, and it really makes you feel what's going on. It makes you feel uh, for Gwydion, and it makes you it really puts you there in his place. So I enjoy that quite a bit. Yeah, definitely a lot of tension here, though not when you're just standing around waiting for the wizard to wake up. I'm sure nowadays there'd be some kind of mechanic to like skip ahead in time, or like similarly there'd probably be some kind of mechanic for like rewinding the clock and going back in time. Hopefully it'll be coming back soon. Maybe I might expect it to be at the 1 hour mark, which we're about 30 seconds away from. Hopefully coming any minute now. Maybe I'll head up the stairs. Get closer to him. Even though he can just zap himself wherever he wants to. Might as well. There he is. Gwydion, I have awakened. I am ravenous. Fix me something immediately. Yes. Time to give you some porridge. Turn you into a little kitty cat. And with that, we will finish this first exciting chapter of The King's Quest III: Terror is Human. Manannan is impatiently waiting for his food. His stomach rumbles as he drums his gnarled fingers on the table. You better feed him quickly or dire consequences may result. Alrighty. There's nothing I would like to do more. Give porridge to wizard. You place the food on the dining table before the hungry wizard. Ravenously, he devours every bit of it. You fooled him. Manannan didn't realize the porridge was tainted and ate the whole bowl. Congratulations. Manannan will never again enslave you or the people of Ludor. At last, you are free. Woo! That was cool. Man, I'm glad to have taken care of him. He was a really unpleasant fellow. Alright, so that concludes my first part of my playthrough of King's Quest III. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will be completing the game tomorrow, and hopefully also starting out on King's Quest IV, The Perils of Rosella. So tune in then, and have a good night.